For your assignment, the first thing I want you to do is go into course content. Don't worry if it doesn't look exactly the same as mine because I'm administrator. Week 2, recordings and mini tutorials, and they're how to find your essay 2. Once you've found your essay 2, it can be anywhere. It can be where you live, or it can be somewhere else that you want to, but as long as it's in an urban built-up area in Brisbane or the Gold Coast. Then you've found your essay 2, just remember the name, whatever it is. So let's just say we're looking for Chermside in Brisbane. What I want you then is to go into your GIS. Yours will look different to mine because I've done stuff to this file. It can be QGIS or it can be ArcGIS. I want you to go into your essay 2 layer. Open the attribute table and find Chermside. You can this is not a very big one, you can find it that way, or else you can sort it. But there we go, we can select by attributes. I'm going to stop it drawing the cadastre, and I am going to go selection, zoom to selected features, and there is Chermside there. What I also want you to do is add the cadastre. So there's the cadastre and the property boundaries. You can see it is selected. Now please note that all of these files, the ones that are in the geodatabase and the shape files, are ones that I have already cut extra data out of. So you don't have to do any of the stuff that's in the mini tutorials, but I would recommend you do it because it teaches you how to do it quite well. And you can see that there's Chermside there. It's got a main road running through it, which is Gympie Road, I think. And there's a big park, but it's cut in half. You can do the area calculations in the Excel spreadsheet, so you don't really have to do anything. But what I want you to do is look at the parks. So here I have differentiated the parks by local government authority. So I have called them Gold Coast and Brisbane. What you might have to do, because that's not their real name, what you might have to do is just put it onto your map and see where it is. And if it's Gold Coast, just change the name into in the properties. But what I want to do is look at Brisbane Park attributes. And you can see a picture there. I suggest you do a select by location, just to differentiate the ones in Chermside from all the others. So I'm going to click on Brisbane Park attributes. I am going to go into my essay 2 boundaries, use selected features, and I am going to select Brisbane Park attributes that are within the source layer feature and just go OK. And you can see that those are selected. What I recommend you do now is right click on it, go into selection and create layer from selected features. It's just a temporary layer. Then I'm going to turn this off and deselect it. I have actually deselected Chermside as well. You need to be careful you don't deselect everything. Let's just select it again. Chermside, there we go. Oops, I don't want Aspley, I just want Chermside. There we go. Save your stuff while you're doing it. I now have a selection layer of Brisbane Park attributes that are just in Chermside. And you can see a lot of those things aren't necessarily stuff that you would really bother keeping. So what you can do there is have a look through there. You can export it into Excel by going, click on the table, export, and then you export it into a DBase table. Make sure you don't export it into a file and personal geodatabase table, and then call it something that makes more sense than that. Because what we want to do is we want to look at all the different things that are in that park. What does it have? Now, I wouldn't bother putting things like perennial garden landscaping because that's pollution control advice. But what I think you would be looking at is picnic shelter, picnic bench. How much does the park have this sort of stuff? I'll tell you in the next slide what to do with that.